water.
Of course you can, darling. The reception was fantastic. Yeah, people seem to be very moved by it, which is lovely for me, because it's a very interesting and moving story, I find, and people seem to have been shocked by it and moved by it, which is lovely. Everyone's being very positive, which is great. I think the subject matter and the premise of a couple very tragically losing their child was something that's so unusual to read in a script handled so well, that I thought it was handled so sensitively and respectfully that it really drew me in. And then I was expecting it to be simply a study of grief, but actually it became much more than that, and without giving too much away, the story and the plot has quite a few twists and turns that kept me gripped when I was reading it. So I was just on board from the start, really. Well, we were shooting for 4 weeks, constantly. So we were away from home, and really from the moment of waking up till the moment of putting my head on the pillow, I was really living as Gemma. So it wasn't hard to get into the mindset, because we were so focused and it was such a small pared down crew and cast that it didn't require too much effort to be immersed in the story, in the world of that couple and of that trio of very particular characters. And there's certainly the locations. The Lake District is so hauntingly beautiful that it does lend itself to a certain emotion. And I don't know whether it's the sky or the water or the hills, but the combination, they make one's creative juices flow quite easily, really. Lots of. I remember all of it, but how was it working on set? It was bizarrely quite jolly in between the very, very, very intense, serious scenes and story that we were telling. So we'd have a morning or an afternoon of absolute sort of depressing horror, but actually in the evenings, I think almost as a coping mechanism, we would go, a couple of times we went out for a drink and played darts, and there was a lot of laughter and a lot of letting off steam in that way. And the first Sunday we were up there, we all had a big Sunday lunch together, because we really just needed to really get rid of the quite painful, horrid, negative elements of the story and of the characters' world, really. So it was a very positive vibe on set, actually. Yeah, well, I knew Gary from a theatre job that I'd done, so we already had a very good working relationship, and that was really nice that I didn't have to sort of start from scratch with that. So I know how he directs, and it was a very easy relationship. And Simon and Richard were just a joy from start to finish. Okay. Very cool guys. Brilliant. Very lucky. I'm very lucky. Yeah, huge differences. I mean, theatre, you do everything from the beginning to the end in the right order, once or maybe twice a day, and the audience are there and you get the immediate response, and it's where I started, really. And I trained at a drama school which is predominantly theatre training, RADA, although it's now multimedia training. I love film, and it requires a very different type of focus and mindset. And I also do a lot of radio, and there's a similarity between film and radio that you might think is sort of unexpected, but it's to do with the intensity and the focus and the close up of the camera and the close up of the mic is quite similar, actually. So I find I love all the media, but film I'm loving more and more, actually. I've just finished shooting on an Amazon series called Good Omens, Terry Pratchett, Neil Gaiman. That's out next year. So yeah, but the film work is good.
What happened?
I heard Joe! Thank you for watching The Fan Carpet. If you like this video, be sure to click that thumbs up button at the bottom of your screen. And also be sure to subscribe to the Fan Carpet YouTube channels. They're absolutely free and so much fun too. Be sure to check out the official website, thefancarpet.com. Also, you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to stay up to date with reviews, competitions, the latest news, and so much more.